I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Hello, Wavid Dilson.
Well, hello, Christian. Yeah, we're talking right here. This audio is going to be cut out.
Is it really?
I think so. And I believe Tyler's going to tell us when we got to look at camera one. Okay, well. A good morning, Texas City High School.
Buenos dias, Texas City High School.
What is today, Christian?
Today happens to be Cinco de Mayo, or the 5th of May.
Christian, I must ask you a question.
Good one. What is that question, senor?
What is Cinco de Mayo?
What is Cinco de Mayo? Well, you see these papers I have here?
Yes.
I'm about to tell y'all what Cinco de Mayo is.
That sounds good.
As a matter of fact, Cinco de Mayo, which was the Battle of Puebla, was in 1862. The United States was in the middle of a civil war. All the South needed was a strong exterior ally to strengthen its cause. Hold on, I'm sorry. This thing, I really wish I had a prompt for this thing.
Yeah, that's a lot to say.
It is.
I would try and sum it up a little bit more than that whole page.
Or just totally look down while you're reading it.
I'll do. The Battle of Puebla. In 1862, the United States was in the middle of a civil war. All the South needed was a strong exterior ally, and its strengthened cause might have permanently split the United States. A possible exterior ally was closer than Abraham Lincoln liked. As the French army under General Lorenzes was making its way through Mexico, the French army was considered the greatest military force on the globe. For nearly 50 years since the defeat of Napoleon I's army at the hands of Allied forces at Waterloo, Belgium in 1815, it had not known defeat and had recently won victories in Europe and Asia. In 1862, the French landed in Veracruz along with forces from Queen Isabella II of Spain and Queen Victoria of England. They had come to collect the debt owed to them by Mexico, debts that President Benito Juarez has officially suspended because the country was essentially bankrupt. Refusing Juarez's proposed compromise to repay the debts 2 years later, the collaboration of the three countries' militaries seized the custom house at Veracruz. They intended to intercept the customs payments in exchange for their debt. After some time, the diplomats from Spain and Great Britain reached an agreement with Juarez on the armies from those two countries departed from Mexico. The French, on the other hand, stayed and headed for Mexico City. France had significant interest in halting the growth of the United States. The North American country's rate of expansion to power was threatening to other world powers. Napoleon was successful in conquering Mexico. The possibility of defeating the North to aid the Confederates in dividing the United States into two less powerful and less threatening countries was real. The United States was a major cause of France's attack on Mexico. The war America recently won over Mexico leveled the Mexican treasury and led to financial disaster. Thus, Juarez suspended payment to France and incited Napoleon III, who was the ruler of France at that time, to act. Lincoln and the United States were dependent on Mexico, staving off French troops until the Confederacy could be defeated. In 1862, early on May 5, 1862, General Lorenzes sent 6,000 French troops toward Puebla, Mexico. It's just 100 miles away from Mexico City. Expecting the attack was General Ignacio Zaragoza, a Texas-born Mexican who was ordered to defend Juarez's troops with 4,000 troops. Many of them were agricultural farmers who had antique rifles and machetes. The battle would take place in a muddy, uneven field. To show his contempt for the Mexicans, General Lorenzes ordered his troops to attack through the middle of the foe's defenses, which was the Mexicans' strongest position. The French cavalry went through ditches, over adobe ruins, and nearly disbanded and toward the slope of Guadalupe Hill. By then, the cavalry was exhausted and nearly disbanded. It failed to achieve its goal. The Mexican army stood its ground, and General Zaragoza, who had no experience in military tactics but was a veteran in guerrilla warfare, ordered his troops to go after the French, who fled Orizaba, where Zaragoza attacked the French again, forcing them to flee to the coast. So we have to thank the Battle of Puebla to General Zaragoza, who defended with 4,000 troops. Other than that, we're glad that we're Mexican and that we have the Battle of Puebla winning and all this and that. We helped the North win the Civil War because we stopped the French. Everything was well. Now let's go on to some actual announcements. Today, Red Cross, y'all have a meeting in the lecture hall at 3:30.
Yes. As well as that, there is a YAL meeting today in Mr. Haynes' room at 3 o'clock. We encourage everyone to come because we will be discussing our plans for next year.
It's very important y'all come to Mr. Haynes' class. Also, there's going to be a project graduation meeting on Wednesday at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria.
BPA will have a meeting today as well. They will be meeting in B103 at 3 o'clock. They will have their club officer elections. That's pretty important.
Other than that, I'm done with the announcements. You have anything else to announce?
Oh, well, I didn't realize you were done. Besides that, STAR testing will be held today STAR testing will be taking place this week. Tomorrow is math, Wednesday is science, and Thursday is social studies. Also, do not forget, the blood drive is coming up on May 23rd.
So, all of those of you who want to donate blood, remember you have to be 110 pounds, and you have to just be 110 pounds.
Yeah.
And 17 years old.
I only weigh about 30 pounds, so I won't be seeing any blood driving going on here.
And Stingray years, aren't you like 2 or something? I don't know. I'm not good at marine biology.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I suppose we're done now.
Suppose we're done.
All right, well, I've been Wavid Dilson.
And I've been Christian Alvarado, and this is Sting News Zone.
Sting News Zone.
Gra-ta-ta-ta.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, gra-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah. All right, I think we're good.